Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Today I'm going to be looking at a few meme coins, all under $1 million in terms of market cap. Interesting coins, give my take on some of these different ones. The first one is Turbo USD Unstable Coin, which is on Base. Now, this coin was originally launched, I believe, about a month and a half ago. It's currently trading at around $500,000 in terms of market cap. I am familiar with the dev that launched this coin, and I do believe this is a good dude. Now, I don't own any of this coin. I wish I had gotten into it, but I do believe this coin will do well. It does look like it has an interesting staking mechanism. As you can see, right now the circulating supply of around 63, what would that be, 63 billion? Yeah, the current circulating supply is 63 billion. The total supply is 100 billion. The market cap is around 560K. The fully diluted is around 590K. And I do believe that is based around the staking mechanism, which is very unique for a meme coin. You can see the interesting, kind of the interesting ticker there. And this is based off of the idea of it being an unstable stablecoin, kind of a branch off of the Solana version, which was very popular. And the last time I checked, it was around 33 or $34 million in terms of market cap. I believe it's USDUC or something along those lines, which is kind of a meme off of the USDC unstable coin. And so for this one, you have maybe this is a branch off of the Tether stablecoin. So you can see this. They've got a decent website here. It looks very nice. Total supply is 100 billion. No peg, of course. And I believe there is a very interesting mechanism in terms of the way you can stake this coin and earn rewards. But you do have that right there. So, again, the dev of this coin, I've talked to people. This is a really nice guy. This is someone in the crypto world that, it's rare to find. It really is. Let's take a look at their X. They've got an X right here, almost 5,000 followers. You can see the engagement. This was their pin post, 141 likes. And they are, it looks like, paying for, or I don't know, I don't think this is paying for, but they do have some form of advertisement going on here in terms of, at least that's Top Gainer, so they're not really paying for that. Yeah, I don't think really that many KOLs are involved with this. I really haven't seen this anywhere on YouTube or anything. This is organic. This is an organic on-chain meme coin, and you can see something highly unstable is coming. Believers will be rewarded. That was yesterday, 28 likes. So I just like this coin because, and you can see the comparison of it. They compare Tether to the US dollar to the Turbo. And you do have an annual percentage. It looks like maybe if you stake it, it's saying a 30 to 60% gain. So maybe that is part of the staking mechanism. But this is one I just wanted to go over because I do like the dev behind it. And as you can see, I would rather take a look at its history on here really quickly just to see, because it's going to give me a more accurate picture of the entire thing. Right now, they say it has a market cap around 530K. Very nice looking chart on an upswing right now. And it did hit around 1.2 million, but it does have the difference in terms of fully diluted versus market cap because of, I believe, the staking rewards. So, and I like the ticker with the T, and the way it's done. Kind of a different little thing there. Different character font. TUSD. So you also do have the, I wonder what is it? USDUC, I believe. 41 million. This is the Solana one based around USDC. So the unstable version. And this was a big thing. This thing is marketed really well. When you look at crypto Twitter, this is one of the memes that is always talked about. So this is the one on Solana, and this is the Turbo USD is the one on Base. So just an interesting one there at around 500K. This next one, see if we can reload this. So this is the retirement token. I have talked about this previously. This coin did come out around 9 or 10 months ago. Looks like November of 2024. It's called the retirement token. It has the ticker 42069K as a meme. I would say the unofficial meme of the 401k. I don't really know another meme coin that's based off the 401k. You could also kind of say because of 42069K, you've got NASDAQ 420 plus SPX 69K. I mean, I think the dream is that NASDAQ 420 follows in SPX's footsteps, and they're both at really high valuations. And then you can have, the retirement token follow suit because it's a combination, and it also includes the 401k. But this coin was dead for a while. It recently picked up, partially because of news, but also the coin was picking up before the news that came out. There was some talk of Trump creating a crypto 401k, and he did sign it into law. The coin has since, over the past, been over a month now, it's since retraced back down, and we can take a look at the past month. It did have a wick. This was when the order got signed into place, so basically a fake news wick. The news was real, but the wick is really inorganic, is what I mean to say. And it's been kind of leveling off and trading for nothing. This coin is interesting. They have a lot of presence on Twitter. This coin does. The presence on Telegram is very minimal from what I see. I'd like to see more activity on there, but see, they need to update this as well. Because there is they have, the thing is with that is they should update that, because people do go, they visit CoinGecko a ton, and so they're probably missing out on a decent amount of followers by not having that. But this was a pump fund coin. We're going to look it up. I'm going to see if I can go to, hopefully, their Twitter. And so this is a new Twitter they started. They had a previous Twitter which they've changed to, like, I'm not sure exactly what they changed it to. See, it says old account. Info point 42069K. Their old account has almost 2,500 followers. And it is propaganda for the 42069K coin. But they have like 3 or 4 different bots that update the price like every hour for this coin, like 3 different accounts on X. So there is a lot of activity that I see on X in regards to this coin. Really, nobody's talking about it in like the grand scheme of things, but they have a presence on X. I'm not exactly sure what this rebrand is and why they made this the secondary account. You can see it says 42069K, but then they've got this like Vanguard type thing. And then this is their official one with much less followers that they just created. And see, they're very active. They tweeted an hour ago. They retweeted something an hour ago, 14 hours ago. Not a ton of activity in terms of this. But and there's also a lot of people. You can see they've got the plan here. This is kind of how you market it, because it's unique, right? There's other retirement coins, but this is based off of the 401k. It's like everyone has a 401k, or most people do, and the 401k is becoming more and more relevant now, based on how modern monetary structures are setting up. And so it's interesting to see, and you can kind of map this out and talk about the idea of doing it. You've got people DCAing into it every day, talking about it, kind of like an SPX type vibe in terms of that, but a lot smaller of a scale. So we'll see with this coin. They've just got a lot of accounts on X, and I've been in this coin for a while. I was originally in it really when it was around 60K market cap. It boomed up. I didn't sell anything, and so it's come back down. But that's, we'll see what happens with it. This is really the only Solana coin I'm in right now, which is kind of interesting. And then the third and final one, it is the Cortex Vortex coin. So when it comes to the Matt Fury coins, they're very hit or miss. They're very based around the KOLs. A lot of it is inorganic. But it is a good narrative, and this is the coin ticker is Cortex Vortex. Whenever you see people, they talk about Matt Fury, the new coin, it's normally based around the book Cortex Vortex, and that's what this is. The coin is Cortex Vortex. It's kind of like the 4chan coin. They talk about all these different memes that originated on 4chan, and then you've got the 4chan coin, and that's what I ended up buying, and I think that coin's going to do very well. This coin does have a presence. It seems like it's been CTO'd, and they're still sticking with it even after the retracement from around 440K back down to around 106K. Let's take a look at this and see. So you've got around 620 followers, and there's not a ton of tweets about it. They haven't tweeted in 12 days. So it seems like it's one of those to where the problem with these Fury coins is they're going to get called by an influencer, then they're going to go up. If they're not called, but you do need the organic support. So that's another interesting one. And then the other one that I wanted to take a look at, it's When Lambo Financial. I've talked about this a few different times. Look at that. They got the golden. See, that's a little bit of a not a concern, but 500 boost. How much of the supply do you have to pay for a 500 boost? This is interesting. You look at this coin. So it's done, really, it's only done about a 3x, 2.5x. Let's take a look at the 4. So recently came out around 2 months ago. Now it's starting to wick back up. We know it has the golden ticker. It has the World Liberty Financial ticker. The question is, how high will it go? And is it a sell the news event? Because you would think that it would at least make a new all-time high, but it's like the meme based around the idea that they want one of the coins to equal the price of a Lambo. That's why the supply is limited to 1,000. So this one is interesting. It seems like they're starting to be more active. They just got their blue check mark, and you can see they boosted it for I mean, that's a lot of money. You know, that's a lot of money to do that. So, I mean, it could be positive. We'll have to see. But this is one of those to where, I mean, it's going to be in the news. Can we at least get to 10 or 20 million with something like this? I've seen so many coins based on random news events go to 10 or 20 million. This is Trump's World Liberty Financial Utility Governance Token launching. It's got the same ticker. Just give us 10 or 20 million or something. Can we at least get that? I mean, I think that's the hope. Now, who knows? Maybe it won't go any higher. It'll just dump. Because it seems like that's, you know, par for the course, but you can understand this coin potentially doing well. That's what I'm saying. And you see people starting to speculatively get into it with the idea that, well, Trump is going to be launching his coin. Everybody's going to be talking about this ticker. This is the same ticker. It's a play on words, when Lambo Financial. So you could understand it potentially doing well. And that's kind of the thing. And I talked about this coin when it was around 400K because I thought, but I didn't know when the coin was going to launch. I mean, at that point, the coin could have launched in October, November. You could be holding for a while, but now that we know it's tradable. Technically, there was a pre-sale, but the unlocks happen on September 1st. And from what I hear, it's going to be a little bit of a mess because some people who bought in the pre-sale are not eligible for the unlock, so that's a whole nother thing. But the point is, it's going to be heavily in the news on September 1st. But you do also have to think, this is preparation. People know it's coming, so is this a dump and sell the news? Because I don't know how many of those I've sat through, probably about 1 trillion different ones. I'm kidding, but it's like every single time there's a news coin, it's sell the news, no matter what, that when I'm in it. So this probably will be a sell the news, but you still have more speculative days. We have today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the coin launches on Monday. So there's still a lot of speculation yet to come for this potential coin to go up, because people might try and front run this and say, well, it's got the same ticker, so it's going to do well. This is on CMC. It's not on CG. I've checked. So it is on CMC at least. Because with these memes, you got to be, you wonder. But I mean, if you're shilling out $500 for a boost, maybe you should get it on CG as well. So we'll have to see. I mean, does it have staying power after that? I mean, technically it is its own meme, but it is kind of based off the whole idea that the World Liberty Financial coin and the ticker is going to get significant attention. And so this coin, like if you search up the ticker on CMC, this is the first thing that comes up. The ticker of WLFI. So it is interesting that it's good marketing in terms of that. But again, like does the meme coin have any? I mean, I get like Lambo, and everybody talks about buying a Lambo when they get rich off of crypto and stuff like that. But is there any real narrative after the Trump coin gets launched? I think that's the question. Maybe it's a catalyst. Maybe it's a catalyst for the coin to really take off. Or maybe it is a sell the news event, but the question is, there's still more days of speculation left to be had. So if it's already starting to run, maybe that's a sign it could go to 10 or 20 or 30 million. So I think those are things you have to take into account when looking at this coin. But either way, guys, I would say this coin, in terms of an entry, it's tough. It's tough to enter this coin here because it's already done a 2.5, 3x. I mean, but there is still a lot of speculation left. This coin, it's been very stable. It's kind of on an upward trend. This chart really doesn't depict it. If you look at the deck screener, the chart's better. This coin has been, it's been in a retracement after its big boom. You can see just completely stable at around 40, 45K, totally dead. And now, there's a lot of people, well, I won't say there's a lot of people talking about it. It's a very small coin, but I see some people talking about it on X, and they're shilling it, and they're really trying. I mean, they've been with this project now for, a few months at this point, since it kind of at least rebirthed itself at around going up to around 1.5, 1.75 million. So we'll have to see with it. And people say, well, maybe it's a narrative. Maybe, I mean, the narrative is different than just a retirement coin. It's based off of the 401k and kind of a stock to meme narrative. I think that's more so what it is. So it's a little bit different in terms of that. But either way, guys, that is going to do it for this video. This is not financial advice. Make sure you like the video down below. Thank you for watching.